this week's predictions from Osbeck.
Okay, I've got my trusty sidekick Jed with me now. We're going to go over the fixtures for next week, which is week 6. Did I get that right? Thanks lad. By the way, we are live. For game 1, the ex-Feds, yourself, versus the OJs, the old backstabbers. Well, I think this week, your old foot soldier there, head in the clouds, doesn't even know what Stoke Index 1 is on the golf course, doesn't know where he's getting his shots.
Well, he has me on the edge of my seat, really. He plays this little joke with me every week, because we've played golf for years, and it's always on the 7th. And we walk off the green and we'll go, did I get a shot there? It creases me every time. But yeah, there you go. We've got the game against Jilted John's Legacy. I think, it's I don't know, 4-3 wins, something like that. I don't know.
Well, I can't see that myself. Because you're down there, I think he's a better golfer than you anyway. Will you be getting a shot off him?
I'm surprised you've said that. I'm confident that it'll all be over by the 14th or the 15th. So
I think I can see a bet coming here. Well, I'm afraid I'm going to call O'Hare and Gandhi on this one.
I'll say no. It's going to be 4-3, maybe more. Very confident at the moment. I've got my foot soldier. Yeah. I'll just have that cavalier approach to my game, and I'm sure we'll cruise to victory.
Well, we'll see who's got the bragging rights next week. Next game, the ageing boy band against the People's Champs. Well, I'm actually looking forward to this because Mark there, he comes out with some really bad jokes. And in fact, the worst joke he comes out with is a swing. Awful. But then again, his partner's not so clever either.
Well, it's the helicopter repertoire with Mark that we always enjoy. But I think I look at this game, it's a bit like Liverpool-Napoli in the Champions League. You don't know which way it's going to go.
I think I know which way it's going to go. My mucker will be out there on Friday night, and away we go, in here, 10 to 11 kick-off. We'll be in by the 15th.
I don't think so. I think we're looking a last hole finish. I think we're going to be close. Mark and Paul, if Paul's got his knees showing, I think there's every chance he could scrape a win.
Okay, then we got game 3. The organisers versus the Invisible Men. Brendan's back. Came back today, brought the weather from Tenerife.
I don't know.
Game off.
Is there any chance Kearney is going to make an appearance this season at all?
Is there Brendan?
Definitely.
Could it be the week? Could it be the week?
From the horse's mouth.
Maybe Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. Well, actually, apparently, Brendan's going to get him on the backing guitar to see whether he can make an appearance sometime, because his finger's stuck on G minor or something at the moment.
A G minor? Does such a chord exist?
There is, yeah.
There is.
Well, there you go.
Difficult.
Know your music. So anyway, I'm going to call this. Sorry, Brian and Neil. I think you're in for a thrashing again next week.
I'll go along with that, I'm afraid. Brendan has got some very refined skills, and I think his play around the greens will make all the difference.
Call a handicap.
Next we come to the Whipping Boys, T-Caddy, and the Toonies. Now the Toonies are struggling here, but not as half as these pair. They are actually becoming the joke of the Winter League.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Well, first of all, Holty's golf is awful. His beer's not so clever either. You know what I'm saying?
I go beyond that. It's not a joke. It's a total tragedy.
It is.
The whole thing. The whole game is.
I'm actually calling next week the Toonies win.
Yeah, and I'd say we've got the league, behind that result. Really seeing the capitulation of the T-Caddy.
I'm hearing something in my ear there. I think it's like a tut from Dickie.
Skippy.
Well,
Skippy, is it? Anyway, I'm calling the Toonies on that one.
Yeah, we all know what happened to Skippy. He got run over by a truck. So.
Next we come to Kev Stacey versus Pipe and Slippers. Well, I'm fed up with bringing these fellas up. They're no points, absolutely useless. I think it's too early in the morning for them to play. They're still having a bit of a nap.
I think it's just a Mogadon spectacular. It's a total and utter snowfest, really.
Yeah. So I'm calling a half on the 18th. Not worth turning up. Just play 1, play 18, in you go. Cup of cocoa, bed.
It's one of those mid-table games at the start of the season, really. No one's interested.
Yeah. Now we come to Waldorf and Statler versus the Beards to be feared. Interesting game, this. Real serious game. You've got Addy there, mastermind of this golf course, against a pro. I think he's going to outdo him. He's going to outdo the pro. He'll get in his ear, whinging about anything. He'll probably have a whinge at Tom's handicap.
I don't know. We just had the tramp on before, and he was whinging as well, wasn't he? Very
Well, he's a bit
negative,
of a whinger,
very
yeah,
sour
yeah,
attitude
yeah.
there. So,
Well, he has.
so maybe
He's a
the
coward.
two-
What do you expect?
Maybe the two will repel. I don't know, but I'm going to go against that. Unfortunately, I think the lads at the top are going to stay at the top. They've had a lucky escape this week with, arranging the weather and all that.
Yeah,
so.
Brian calling it off.
I know.
Yeah, well,
Come on, Brian.
yeah, come
let
on,
the side
Brian. Let
down
the
there.
side down there. So, you're calling the champs?
Yeah, absolutely.
The beat the
yeah, afraid so. It's
Well-
it's all about those first 6 holes, and Gandhi can pop in, say 3 or 4 birdies, and that's it.
Well, I'm calling the old boys. Big call. Black and Whites next week.
No.
So then we come to game of the day. The champs versus the slags. Now then, what do you think? Geordie Poyle be strolling around like Nigel Havers amongst these three?
I mean, you look at it.
The charmer?
It is the most unsophisticated group of people you've ever seen on a golf course, and it does make Geordie Paul look like he's an expert in the English
charmer.
language, really.
The charmer.
Nigel Havers, nice touch
yeah.
because it's all a bit rural with the other guys, isn't it?
Well, even though they got beat last week, the champs, in fact they didn't get beat, they got a right drubbing. Geordie Paul was smiling after about 6 or 7 points.
Win.
He said he was going to come on camera this week, but there's no sign of him. He must be sulking still.
No, I think the bin wagon is certainly on turbo boost at the moment.
So you fancy the slags next week?
Absolutely, all day long, and I think this could be the end of the big Trev, because it's big tired Trev now. You've seen him; he's dragging his feet around. Geordie's more miserable than ever, and I think really
Well,
they're finished.
the handicap's a big thing here, you see. Geordie now has come down to 6. So, but Big Trev's trying his best. He's gone up to 17 now. That's cans of Carling on a Friday night. So, yeah, I'm gonna call the slags. I think they're the boys. They're on a roll, flying.
I don't know. I'm hearing that Geordie Paul could have Christmas off at the moment. Is
In
that
fact,
right?
actually, next
Isn't that
week,
right?
next week, the pound for pound best 12 handicapper in the Isle of Man, Razor, is in for Geordie Paul next week. So that could change things a little bit.
Okay.
But I'm still going with the slags.
Yeah, slags it is.
Right. Well, that's it for next week. Hope the weather's better. We'll crack on again, but just a couple of things. Christmas raffle is up and running, on sale now. £1 to go. Some lovely prizes, some not so lovely. Holtley's in charge, so anything could happen. Draw Carol Night the 15th. And the other thing is AGM 12th of December, which is a Wednesday night, 7:30 start. Hope you're all going to be there.
Thank you very
And
much.
don't forget, when the fun stops,
The fun stops. Get your umbrella out.
okie dokie. That's it.